All right. Number something in this Fish in the Barrel series. I think this is 7. If you're not in the Fish in the Barrel series, there's a link down below. You can connect to it because this whole series is about optimizing your current presence, getting as many clients as possible from your current presence, those fish swimming around your current presence that are ready to work with you. You know, only 4% of people at most are ready to buy right now. And only 2%, 3% of your website visitors are converting. So that's what we're going to talk about. This one is how to get more contacts from your website using a secret from e-commerce. Now, here's the secret of e-commerce that most people are figuring out in the e-commerce world and most other websites haven't figured out. 70 to 80% of carts are abandoned. That means people buy stuff and then they go to buy it and they don't finish the transaction. Think about that. That's a lot of lost money, billions of dollars. And I bet you, if you look at your contact us page and you look at your contact forms and see how many people got to your contact us page and didn't fill out a form or call. Now, if you don't have a tracking number on there and you have a phone number, well, that's going to skew your numbers, but we won't get into that semantics. But I can be willing to bet you that a small fraction of those people hitting your contact page are actually contacting you. So what does that mean? What should we do? Well, look at your contact page. How much information is in there? Is it just a form? Are you selling the idea of contacting you at this point? Probably not. Probably not. This is the perfect place to have customers talking about you. Have your case stories talking about the process. Future pacing. You know, we've talked a lot about future pacing. Future pacing into working with you. What's going to be like once I contact you? You know what? I hate picking up the phone and calling people. I hate contacting people. I just don't know what's going to happen. I get nervous. I get scared. I'm an introvert. I know you're like, oh, you're not an introvert. You're talking a lot. Well, that's because there's no one over here. I'm not scared of the camera because there's just always around, and I haven't been bitten by a camera yet. I think I've been hit in the head by one, but that's a whole different story. So, case stories on your contact page, right? Simple enough. Simple enough. Boom. Now you've made it into more of a sales page. There's a few other things you should do to optimize it. Make sure you don't have the retargeting that we talked about. And optimizing that contact page to show up if people are looking to contact you. Make it simple. But here's the other thing. If someone goes and Googles and contacts you and hits that contact page, you've lost a sales opportunity. And by sales opportunity, I mean opportunity to be selling to that person again. So we want to be showing the stories. So this is simple, right? What stories to put on here? Well, I've seen a lot of ways this is done. I think you should have a few written, make it super simple, like the value of, and sell the value of contacting you. I remember right away after I contacted them, they alleviate my fears. They start working. So I'd have a few of those short form videos, probably autoplaying. I'd probably have a long form compilation video. And possibly even the process, what's going to happen after. We'll be doing more video series on process videos, those things. But we want to think about what's that person's emotional state, that situation that they're in. They're excited to work with you. They thought about it. Now they're going to take the next step. They want a confirmation it's the right one. They want to know what's going to happen on the other side. They want to know that there's someone else in this with them. And I think we're having that compilation and that social proof and having a bunch of people talking about what happens the process after they call is a great way to get people excited. And if you have a super emotional one, you might want to put 1 or 2 on there. And you might even have one autoplay so while they're filling it out, just talking about how great you are and how awesome it was that things happen on their side. So, mid to long form case story, possibly even autoplaying. I still like the idea of having YouTube embedded in there because someone can click through after they contact you, end up on your YouTube page. But also, the little bonus here, have your case stories on your thank you page. And I might even have a case story compilation of you talking and saying, and here's what's going to happen on the other side of it, and show the case story. So they get to see your face, hear your voice, and hear your people. But short to mid form, it really depends on the design of your website, what style, but I definitely like the idea of compilation as well as some quotes pulled out. All right. So make sure, I think this is one of those things you got to do next week, right? And within the next week, get that out in there. If you don't have case stories, well, give us a call. Or videocasestory.com, fill out the form. We can go through the whole fish and barrel checklist with you, do some analysis, and or you can just keep following us on YouTube. If you like this, if it's helpful, let me know. Please like it. I need that reassurance that you're watching, that you care, that you're taking some action. And if you did it and you get results, please let me know.